La Negrua, I love the opening shot of the hallway. Very impressive how it kind of pulls you out and then you realize what we're looking at. And then you see this person emerging down the hallway, intercut with the reality and point of view of someone viewing this person, and their reaction to them coming closer. And it's androgynous almost. So in the beginning, I couldn't tell exactly how they would identify. I think when I was writing my original notes in viewing the movie, because I'll write my notes while I'm viewing it, I was using the pronoun her because that's what I saw. And maybe it's because I automatically will see feminine aspects such as pinks and what they're wearing and immediately assume femininity. Um, but as the movie goes along, I realized that, oh, there's more to the story here. And this is definitely a private moment in this man. And it's almost like we're peeking into this moment where he's pleasing himself watching this video. This whole piece is like a major look into sexuality for me. And I do enjoy when the dream becomes immersive. Um, in a way, it's almost like I'm watching something, but then it's a reality for me in this moment, which I think is what happens a lot of times when, especially when we're interacting with something, that is arousing us. It becomes this immersive experience because what they're doing in the video is affecting how I feel in the moment. And that was definitely very clear in how you chose to use those cuts in that sound, kind of that sound going with that action to make that a very clear and immersive experience. And then when he finds his way down this dark hallway after opening the trunk, um, it's reminiscent of that first scene where, okay, this is the same hallway, this is, a passageway um to the opening up of oneself. This is an acceptance of one's sexuality when he finally does arrive and is face to face. And for me, when watching it, this was the first moment where I kind of was just like, oh wait, there's more to meet the eyes with this person who, identifies however they identify. They don't necessarily identify the way I identified them. And so it had me looking at my own ideas about sexuality. It's like, why did my mind automatically go in this direction as opposed to being open to the other possibilities? So yeah, it had me thinking a lot, which I think is exactly what it wanted you to do.
I like the visuals and the visual metaphor of the blackness. I thought it was clever. I thought it communicated the emotion effectively, you know, and to communicate such a complex feeling and a complex experience without dialogue, with no dialogue, just off the shot selection, shot composition, and the acting alone. Very skilled storytelling. Yeah, it reminded me of Under the Skin, with Scarlett Johansson, the similar like visual vibes, and I was really rocking with that. I rock with that movie, and I rock with this movie. So well done, good job.
I thought this was a wonderfully cinematic film, just really strong and bold direction. Just kind of bizarre in a way, but it just keeps you sort of soaking in it. Long, lingering moments, really motivated camera movement. Just the overall color tone, I really enjoyed. I just dig it. It really felt like it belonged with this film. It was just a great gelling of a lot of technical and artistic elements that make this film just a standout, strong one. So, tip of the hat to everyone involved. This was a really great piece.
So I just finished watching The Blackness. I loved this film. I was very impressed by it. It's a very well-made film. Um, Probably the thing that struck me the most about this film was the cinematography. It's fantastic cinematography. It seems to have been shot on film, which is extremely beautiful to look at. And if it wasn't shot on film, I would completely buy that it was. Um, and on top of that, the cinematography is complemented by crisp, lush sound design. The whole film has a very moody atmosphere. I also really liked the surreal imagery and also the way it used the surreal imagery. I thought it was very expressive. Um, yeah, overall, I just thought this film was really cinematic, very high production value, and very well done, very well made film.
The Blackness. This was really cool. It was really cool and it was really different. I loved the music in the beginning. All of the different tones that they chose and how everything was just this cacophony of sound before it merged into the strings. I thought that that was really cool. Thought they did a great job with the special effects on it. I've got to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what the story was, but I liked the ending. I liked the fact that they ended up together at the end. But I had so many questions along the way as to how we got to that ending. Like, what was with the control room after he was done masturbating? I don't understand. Was it a control room? Was it something else? I mean, part of his job? And was there a portal to another dimension in the back of a semi-truck? There was so many questions burning in my mind that I wanted a little bit more information from the filmmakers so that those questions were answered for me as I was watching the film. But other than that, I thought it was really good.
The Blackness was a really beautifully shot film. I loved the contrast of the two worlds that are colliding here. You have, the rugged rancher cowboy man, and you have this, gender fluid, bright colors, colorful makeup and outfits and lighting, and these two worlds colliding in darkness. I thought that was a really cool analogy of how, this man probably, based on this film, has this side of himself that he doesn't show to anyone and he can only reveal in the darkness, in the secret, and them coming together in shadow in this hidden world, and this is the only place that they can enjoy each other. I thought that was really interesting in this film, the way that it was shot. The choice to not have any dialogue in this film, it works really well. I don't think dialogue was needed at all for what you see in this story. It's all very clearly playing out. And also the cinematography and the lighting in both scenes, and how we see both characters emerging from this light into the darkness, and just how that was shot was really, really beautiful. And I thought that it was really cool to watch, and I enjoyed this immensely. Thank you.